Hello, my wonderful farmyard care family. Welcome back to our little corner, where we believe growth is not only something we see in the garden, it also happens in the way we think, the way we live, and the way we create income with our own two hands. Have you ever sat quietly by the window and wondered whether your most useful, productive years are already behind you? Maybe you are retired now, moving at a gentler pace, but somewhere inside, there is still a small voice asking, "What can I do next? How can I stay active, useful, and earn a little extra without wearing out my body?" What if I told you that, for about the price of a cell phone, you could begin a simple home business right from your living room? I know that may sound almost too good to be true, but after many years of sharing practical, low-risk business ideas, I can tell you this. Many small opportunities are real when you choose the right tool and start at the right size. You do not need a big factory. You do not need thousands of dollars. And you certainly do not need to be a technical expert. In many cases, all you need is a small table, a regular power outlet, a little patience, and the willingness to learn one simple process at a time. Today, I will share 15 affordable mini machines that ordinary people are using to start profitable home-based businesses. As we go through them, keep your mind open and ask yourself, could this be the simple idea I have been waiting for? And when we reach machine number 10, you may be truly surprised, because it shows how people can even make money from things found right on the ground. Let's begin this practical journey together. 1. The digital nail printer, beauty at your fingertips. Let's begin with a small machine that brings both beauty and a real business opportunity. If you have ever looked at the price of custom nail art in a good salon, you know it can easily cost between $30 and $60. But here is the interesting part. You do not need years of practice or an artist's steady hand to offer a similar personalized service. A digital nail printer is a compact machine that connects to a phone through Wi-Fi. The customer can choose a design, a photo, a logo, or even a detailed pattern. Then they place their finger inside, and in about 30 seconds, the design is printed neatly onto the nail. Most of these machines cost around $200 to $500. While the ink and adhesive cost only a few cents per nail. That means you can charge $15 to $40 per service and still keep a strong profit margin. Because the machine is light and easy to carry, you can bring it to birthday parties, senior community events, small fairs, or local gatherings. The farmyard lesson: technology can be a helpful bridge, especially for older adults who want to earn without straining their hands or body. The machine handles the difficult part, while you focus on friendly service, conversation, and giving people something that makes them smile. 2. The tufting gun. Painting with yarn. Have you seen those videos where people use a tool shaped like a small gun to push yarn into fabric and create soft, colorful rugs? That is called rug tufting, and it has become a strong small business idea because people love custom home decor. A basic tufting kit usually costs around $250 to $300 and gives you what you need to begin. You stretch the fabric, sketch the design, and guide the tufting gun across the surface. A rug that once took weeks to weave by hand can now be made in just a few hours. The materials for a small custom rug may cost about $20, but a finished personalized rug can often sell for $60 to $250, depending on the size and design. You could make rugs for local barbershops with their logo, parents who want a child's name, or pet owners who want something personal for their home. The farmyard lesson: creativity does not retire when we do. This machine turns a simple idea into a warm, useful product people are willing to pay for. It does require some arm movement, but the rhythm can be calming and satisfying. Sometimes a hobby becomes income when we give it the right tool. 3. The desktop laser engraver. The power of personalization. People love seeing their names, special dates, and meaningful words on everyday objects. That simple human feeling has created a very profitable market for personalized gifts. A desktop laser engraver can turn ordinary items into custom products that feel special and valuable. Many small machines cost around $200 to $300 and can engrave wood, leather, and acrylic. With one machine, you can make keychains, signs, plaques, ornaments, small business tags, and keepsake gifts. A plain wooden keychain may cost less than 50 cents to make, but once it has a name, quote, or special date engraved on it, it can sell for $8 to $15. A simple wooden plaque may cost about $1 in materials, yet sell for $20 to $40 when it becomes a personal gift. The farmyard lesson. Personalization turns a basic object into a memory. When you engrave a name, a wedding date, or a loving message onto wood, you are not just selling a product, you are helping someone preserve a moment. For a small home business, that emotional value is what makes customers willing to pay more. 4. The resin 3D printer. Sculpting the impossible. Have you ever held a tiny, detailed figurine and wondered how anyone could make something so precise? A resin 3D printer does exactly that. It creates objects layer by layer, using liquid resin that hardens under ultraviolet light. These machines usually cost between $280 and $500. The cost to print a small collectible figure may be only $1 to $3 in resin, but collectors, tabletop gamers, and hobbyists may pay $15 to $50 for a detailed finished piece. And here is the encouraging part. You do not have to be a professional 3D designer to begin. There are many ready-made designs available online. You load the file, start the machine, and let it do the careful work while you handle other simple tasks. The farmyard lesson. Sometimes earning money is not about working harder. It is about setting up a smart process and letting the tool do what it was designed to do. For older adults, this kind of machine can open the door to a creative business without heavy lifting or exhausting labor. 5. The computerized embroidery machine. Stitching success. Custom clothing is a large and steady market. Many people think embroidery is only done in big factories, but today, a small computerized embroidery machine can bring that service right into a spare room or a quiet corner of the house. This machine can stitch logos, names, initials, and designs onto caps, shirts, uniforms, towels, and bags. You choose the design on the screen, place the fabric in the hoop, and press start. The machine handles the stitching with clean, repeatable results. These machines often cost between $500 and $900. The thread used for each item costs only cents, but a blank cap that costs around $3 can sell for about $25 after it has a custom embroidered design. The farmyard lesson. This kind of machine is especially useful because it can attract bulk orders. A local bowling team, church group, gardening club, school event, or community choir may need 20 shirts or caps at once. For a retiree, that means working with one friendly customer, completing one organized order, and earning a good profit from the comfort of home. 6. The mini vinyl cutter. Cutting through the noise. Those clean stickers you see on laptops, car windows, shop doors, and storefront signs are often made with a mini vinyl cutter. Think of it as a small desk machine that cuts designs with the precision of super-powered scissors. For about $70 to $200, you can own a vinyl cutter that fits neatly on a desk and is light enough to move around the house. A sheet of vinyl may cost less than $1, but one sheet can produce several stickers that sell for $3 to $10 each. The bigger opportunity, however, is serving other small businesses. A local cafe may need window lettering. A landscaper may want decals for a truck. A small bakery may need labels for packaging. These jobs can take only minutes once you know the process, yet they may bring in $20 to $80 per order. The farmyard lesson. A small machine can make you a quiet helper behind other people's businesses. For older adults who want simple, low-risk work, this is a practical way to use creativity, help neighbors look more professional, and earn from home without heavy labor. 7. The cylindrical screen printer. Round and profitable custom tumblers, water bottles, and drink containers are always popular. People use them at gyms, weddings, offices, family reunions, and community events. The question is, how do you print neatly on a curved surface? That is where the cylindrical screen printer comes in. This is a manual machine that does not require electricity. It allows you to print ink smoothly across round objects like tumblers, bottles, and cups. The machine usually costs around $300. A blank tumbler may cost about $2, but once it has a gym logo, a wedding name, or a custom design printed on it, it can sell for $15 to $25. That gives you a strong margin, especially when someone orders several pieces at once. The farmyard lesson. Because this machine is manual, it keeps you connected to the craft. You place the item, guide the print, and see the result with your own hands. It is a steady, rhythmic process that can feel peaceful while still creating a product with real profit potential. 8. The mini cap heat press. Pressing for profit caps never go out of style. People wear them while gardening, walking, fishing, playing sports, working outdoors, or simply running errands. That makes custom caps a simple product with steady demand. The mini cap heat press may be one of the easiest machines on this list. You place the cap on the press, position the design, pull the lever, and wait for the machine to finish. It usually costs around $100. A blank cap may cost $2 to $4. Once customized with a name, logo, phrase, or small design, it can sell for $15 to $25. This is why the cap press is a good starter machine for someone who wants a clear, repeatable process without complicated steps. The farmyard lesson: simple does not mean weak. Sometimes the best small business is the one you can understand quickly and repeat confidently. You do not need heavy lifting or advanced software. You need a good eye, a little patience, and a product people already like to wear. 9. The mini mug heat press. Warming hearts and hands mugs are one of the most universal gifts. People buy them for Mother's Day, birthdays, holidays, retirement parties, office gifts, and simple thinking of you moments. And when a mug includes a pet photo, a family picture, or a meaningful message, it becomes personal. A mini mug heat press works much like a cap press and often costs less than $70. It is small enough to store easily, even in a cabinet or closet. A blank mug may cost $1 to $2, while the finished personalized mug can sell for $8 to $15. This is a business idea that works well because people understand the product immediately. You do not have to explain what a mug is or why it matters. You simply offer a way to make it more meaningful. The farmyard lesson. Think about how many mornings begin with a cup of coffee or tea. When you create a custom mug, you are not just selling ceramic and ink. You are becoming part of someone's daily routine. The warmth, the memory, and the connection are what make the product valuable. 10. The rock tumbler, turning dust into diamonds. Now we come to the machine that surprises many people. This is where I can honestly say that you may be able to make money from a rock you picked up from the ground. A rock tumbler takes rough, ordinary stones and slowly polishes them with water and abrasive grit. After several days of tumbling, those dull stones can become smooth, shiny pieces that look like small, natural jewels. The machine can cost less than $50. Your raw material cost may be almost nothing if you collect stones carefully and legally from places where it is allowed. Once polished, small stones can sell for $3 to $15. If you turn them into simple wire-wrapped necklaces, keychains, or small decorative pieces, they may sell for $15 to $50. The farmyard lesson. This is a beautiful reminder of how business and life often work. With time, patience, and steady friction, something rough can become valuable. Nature provides part of the inventory. Your job is to add care, patience, and a simple finishing touch. 11. The mini manual die cutter. The artisan's press. If you enjoy the rustic charm of handmade leather wallets, tags, keychains, and small accessories, a mini manual die cutter can be a very useful tool. It works like a small desktop press. You place the material and the cutting mold in position, pull the lever, and the machine cuts the shape cleanly and consistently. There is no electricity, no loud motor, and no complicated setup. At around $100, this machine can turn inexpensive leather scraps into products that feel handcrafted and premium. A small keychain, tag, or simple leather piece made from low-cost material can often sell for $10 to $40, depending on the design and finish. The farmyard lesson. There is something satisfying about a quiet tool that produces clean, useful work. This machine proves that you do not always need high-tech equipment to create high-value goods. Sometimes a simple lever, good material, and careful hands are enough to build a small business with timeless appeal. 12. The mini CNC router, precision carving. At first, a CNC machine may sound like something only an engineer or factory worker could understand. But today, the smaller desktop versions are much more approachable than many people think. A mini CNC router works like a careful little robot. You send it a design file from your computer or phone, and it carves precise patterns into wood, acrylic, and even some soft metals. With a machine that costs around $400, you can take a small piece of wood that costs less than $1 and turn it into a set of beautifully carved coasters that may sell for about $25. And here is the encouraging part. You do not have to be a talented artist or know how to draw from scratch. Many ready-made design files are available online. You choose a design, prepare the material, and let the machine handle the detailed carving. The farmyard lesson. We are living in a time when machines can become our quiet helpers. You provide the idea and choose the product, while the tool does the precise labor. For older adults who want to earn from home without heavy work, that can be a very empowering way to begin. 13. The circular knitting machine. Spinning yarns of gold. Knitting a beanie or scarf by hand is beautiful, but it can take many hours or even several days. It is a labor of love, and not everyone has the time, patience, or hand strength to do it the traditional way. A circular knitting machine makes the process much easier. You thread the yarn, turn the handle, and in a short time, you can create a clean, professional-looking knitted item. These machines usually cost between $80 and $165, which keeps the starting risk fairly low. With about $2 worth of yarn, you can make a cozy beanie that may sell for $10 to $25. Scarves, small winter accessories, and simple handmade-style gifts can also become steady products, especially during colder months or holiday seasons. The farmyard lesson. Knitted items carry a special feeling. They seem warm, safe, personal, and handmade, even when a simple machine helps with the work. You do not need to be an expert knitter to start. The process is rhythmic, relaxing, and rewarding, especially on quiet afternoons when you want your hands to stay busy and productive. 14. The binding machine. Organizing success. This next machine may not look exciting on social media, but in the real world, it can quietly and steadily make money. Sometimes, the most practical businesses are the ones people need again and again. Students, teachers, small businesses, church groups, and community organizations often need documents, guides, reports, workbooks, menus, or manuals bound neatly. A binding machine punches holes and adds a spiral or ring spine in under a minute, turning loose pages into something organized and professional. A good small binding machine usually costs between $130 and $220. The binding materials cost only cents per document, but you can charge around $3 to $10 for each finished piece, depending on the size and type of binding. The farmyard lesson. Not every profitable business has to be glamorous. Sometimes the best opportunity is simply helping people solve a regular problem. When you offer neat, reliable service in your local community, you build trust, and people will always pay for order, presentation, and professionalism. 15. The mini hot laminator, protecting memories and menus. Now we have reached the final machine, and it pairs perfectly with the binding machine. A mini hot laminator seals paper inside protective plastic sleeves, creating documents that are shiny, firm, and more resistant to water, dirt, and daily handling. This machine heats up quickly, often in about 60 seconds, and many small models cost less than $50. A laminating pouch costs only pennies, but the service can bring in $1 to $5 per page, depending on the size and the job. Think about a local restaurant that needs menus protected, a teacher who needs classroom materials laminated, a small business that wants price lists, signs, or instruction sheets to last longer. When you combine a binding machine with a laminator, you can offer a simple home-based document service for under $300 in equipment. The farmyard lesson. Combining small tools can create a stronger business than using one tool alone. Binding gives documents structure. Laminating gives them protection. Together, they turn ordinary paper into something more useful and professional. That is how many low-risk home businesses begin. One simple step, then another, until a steady foundation is built. Conclusion and outro. My dear friends, look at what we have discovered today. You do not need thousands of dollars, a warehouse, or a body strong enough for hard labor to create a meaningful source of income. Many of these tools are affordable, the margins can be strong, and the starting point is small enough for an ordinary home. Whether you like the idea of polishing stones into little treasures, engraving memories into wood, pressing a happy image onto a coffee mug, or helping local businesses with practical products, the opportunity may be closer than you think. In many cases, it can begin right on a kitchen table, with one machine and one simple service. If you are an older adult looking for a new chapter, I encourage you to see these not just as machines, but as small doors into a new adventure. Which of these 15 ideas made you pause and think, I could do that? Which one feels realistic for your hands, your home, and your lifestyle? Share it in the comments below. Thank you for spending your valuable time with me here at Farmyard Care. Remember, the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago, but the second best time is today. Subscribe to the channel, keep your creativity alive, and I will see you in the next video. Stay warm, stay curious, and keep growing.